Today we're talking about appraisals. You're going to learn what is an appraisal, who needs an appraisal, and if you stay tuned to the end, you're going to get 3 secrets on how you can ace that home appraisal. Let's check it out. First and foremost, what is an appraisal? An appraisal is just a third-party opinion about the value of a particular piece of property. Why do you need an appraisal? Well, first of all, you gotta know how much a property is worth. If you are selling a home, an appraisal can really come in handy because it can help you get a good estimate of what you should be pricing that home to be in the sales process. If you're a buyer, an appraisal is going to be really handy because it's going to tell you exactly what that home is worth. If you are securing a mortgage in order to buy a piece of property, the lender is usually going to have you do that appraisal because they're only going to fund what that property is worth. They don't want to overpay for it any more than you want to overpay for it, and so that's why they have an appraisal put in place. Who needs an appraisal? Well, in most cases, both buyers and sellers are going to need an appraisal. But if you are dealing with a cash buyer, or if you're a cash buyer yourself, you may not require an appraisal because with cash, there's no loan involved. So you can pay whatever you want for that piece of property. Some cash buyers, though, still want to have an appraisal done just to make sure that they're not overpaying for what it is they want. Sometimes you're going to be able to get what's called an appraisal waiver. That means that the lender that is supplying the mortgage for that particular property is not going to require an appraisal to be done. And that can be for a couple reasons. Number one, you're getting a really good deal on that property. If your realtor has negotiated the deal of a lifetime, the price is lower than everything else in that area, sometimes the lender will say, we're going to waive the appraisal because we know the value is there. Other times, they're going to waive that appraisal for you just because you are putting down enough money, which means that as the lender is looking at it, they don't really have as much risk in that game. So they are willing to waive that appraisal because you're putting down enough money. There's 3 secrets that I want to make sure you know so that you can make sure that you are taking advantage of an appraisal. Number 1, make sure that your agent knows the area. The worst thing in the world is to have an agent that is coming in and helping you negotiate a deal, but they have no idea what the property values are. They don't know what that home is worth any more than you do. How are they going to negotiate a good deal for you if they don't really know what it's worth? So if you want to ace that appraisal, make sure you're not overpaying and get an agent that knows that area. Secret number 2, have your home show ready. Just like when you're trying to get a contract on your home, the first impression matters. So when that appraiser comes to measure your home, to assess the value, see what kind of condition it is, make sure that it looks fantastic. It's really easy as soon as you get that home under contract to say, let's drag out all the boxes, and the whole home gets messy really quickly. I want to encourage you to ace that appraisal. Wait for the appraisal to be done. And that way you're going to give a great first impression and you're going to help maximize the value of your home. Secret number 3. If you're going to ace that appraisal, one of the things that you can really do to help yourself is to have a list of all the major improvements that you've done on a property. If you just retile the bathroom, if you just replaced all the flooring, if you just changed out all of your appliances, the appraiser needs to know this information. One great way, make that list, but also have receipts so they can see exactly what you paid for something. That's going to help them give you the top dollar for the property that you're trying to sell. Do you want to know how else you can ace the home buying and selling process? First, if you find this content to be helpful, like and subscribe to our channel. Second, watch some of our other videos today and you're going to get all the information you need to make that home buying and selling process easier.